Always remember, the past is your lesson, the present is your gift, and the future is your motivation. Stay motivated and keep trucking, y'all. Motivate, motivate, motivation, 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 motivate, motivate, motivation, 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 motivation.
Hey guys, welcome back to Motivation and Box Trucking. A lot of people ask where they can purchase a vehicle. Where can they purchase a box truck? Most people know that they can go the traditional route of finding a truck through the dealership, International dealership, Kenworth dealership, Hino dealership. Of course, those are going to be more expensive options, and also the next step down, I guess, would be going to the rental companies, which have used vehicles that they no longer rent out because the years have gotten a couple of years old. So they get those out of their fleet and they sell them and bring in newer models to rent to their leasing customers. But they can be more on the expensive side. So today I wanted to introduce you all to auctions. Most people know that you can buy a car or a truck, your personal vehicles, from an auction. However, they are unaware that you can get commercial equipment and heavy duty vehicles from auctions as well. Alright guys, so we're going to explore ProxyBid's website, which is a platform for a lot of different auction houses and auctioneers to place their items online, but we're going to focus on the machinery and equipment category. If you click on the different company names, it'll actually give you the information for those specific companies, their contact information and where to find them. But right now we're just going to search for box trucks in general. So you would type in box truck at the top in the search bar, and you can go with all categories. This is going to pull up all of their results. As you can see, there's over 450 results for box truck. Now this is going to be all different sizes and styles of box trucks, but you can filter with some of the options on the side. On the left hand side, you can filter by the seller, the selling format, which can be a live auction or a timed event. And then you can also check out different states as well if you wanted to narrow it down a bit. So as we take a look through some of these trucks that they have on here, you can see that they're trailers, they're 16 footers, they are 26-foot box trucks, reefers, all types of different vehicles that are offered. So, this is kind of cool just to look through anyway. Like I said, a lot of times I like to say that we are logistics companies, not just box truck companies. So if there's any type of vehicle that you're looking not to spend a whole lot of money on, it may need some work, of course, because it is at the auction, but you can have a wider array of used vehicles in one spot. If you take a look at this website, instead of having to go all across, maybe calling different independent companies and seeing what they have or checking out a bunch of different websites, this ProxyBid has them all in one place. Now, as you take a look at these vehicles, of course, I have a few suggestions for you when going to an auction. So before you just jump right into it and place a bid and get ready to actually just purchase a vehicle that you see online, my first advice to anyone going the auction route is going to be checking out the vehicle in person before you place a bid. Now, this may seem pretty simple, but of course, there are some people who just might take a picture for, face value. Now, when you're checking out a work vehicle, you're going to want to actually take a look and see what is wrong with the truck. You don't know what it is until you see it in person. You can open up the pictures. A lot of these auctions start days out, so you might have time to travel if you see something in another state. Like this one says it's 12 days out before the auction, so you may take time to get to that state to take a look at the actual truck. Now, it does show detailed pictures, but nothing's better than in person. The next thing that you're going to want to do is ask about minimum bids and minimum sales. So even though something might have a bid price of like $1,000, someone may have put down, from our experience, when we were looking for a truck, we tried the auction here in Virginia, and even though they didn't mention it at first until we asked, there's actually a minimum sales price that the seller wanted before they would even agree to selling it through the auction. So even if you had set a bid of $1,000, if that seller is looking for at least 30,000, your bid of 1,000 isn't really going to make big of a difference. So make sure that you actually ask, is there a minimum sale price or bid price? Next, you're going to want to ask about financing options. Now with the auction, with these being larger vehicles, they do have financing options a lot of times through the independent auctioneer. This is Motley's website, which is in Virginia, where we were looking for a vehicle. They have financing as a tab on their website. And once you click on it, you can see some of the banks that they actually work with that offer financing for their auction vehicles. A lot of times there's going to be work that needs to be done on the vehicle. Even though you might get it for $5,000, you might still have to put another 10 in. It depends on what the condition of the vehicle was in. And then also, I don't know about you guys, but I always receive people offering for us to take a look at their financing options as a small business. So there are some other additional financing companies out here who do equipment financing. And in this particular email, it actually specifies they finance new, used, private property sales and auctions. So you may want to take a look at your local auctions and see what's out there and see if there's a used box truck that's in pretty good condition that you can get for a much better price than going to a dealership or one of these rental companies. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful, guys. Until next time, stay motivated.
Big man, shoot YouTube videos.